Okay, so today we're gonna start a new session. 拴住拴住. Now, 拴住 that means making footnote, making note, or making explanations, things like that. Okay, so let's take a look at the first character. Beng. Now, beng is pump. Okay, it's a pump for pumping liquid, liquid, gas, and water, that kind of thing. Okay, it's called a beng. Let's take a look at the characters. So this one goes with the stone on the top and water on the bottom. Okay, and so this one, the original means that it's water flowing onto the stone. Okay, like a water splashed onto the stone. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say here. And so this one, beng. Okay, now why is pump? Okay, so originally this character, which means that the original meaning is the original meaning is water. Water goes down to the stone. Okay, and now this one is a character that I think it's made up to refer to pump. Okay, pump. So beng and pump, it sounds similar. So this is a translation. Okay, it's a translation. And they also, when they translate, they create a character and pronounce the similar. And when they create a character, they also want to make the meaning of this character can easily see from the component of this character. Okay, and so this character is because the English word pump. Okay, because this such a device that and we don't the Chinese don't have exact the same kind of device. Okay, and so they saw this and they start using them, making them, and then they need a name for it, and so they create a character for this. Okay, so this is beng. Next one, wei. Now, wei means tell, say, comment on, or name it, or call it, or expecting it. Okay, or mean something. Okay, so that's the meaning. Okay, and let's take a look at the characters. So this one goes with the talking radical on the left, and then wei on the right. Now, wei means stomach, which means digestion, right? So this means that you need to kind of digest what you're trying to say, completely comprehend the meaning of it, and then you can say something meaningful. Okay, whether call a name, explanation, or say whatever that will become meaningful, means what you say. Okay, so this is wei. Ji. Ji means buzz, like a chirp, buzz, twitter. So which means referring to the sound birds or insects these animals make. Okay. Uh, so 鸡 okay, and now this one used as a verb. Used as a verb, it means spurt. Okay, spurt. That like if somebody wounded and the blood spurt out. Okay, that kind of spurt. They call it 鸡 so this basically has two meanings. Okay, let's take a look at the character. So goes with the mouse radical and the 鸡 on the right. 鸡 is 鸡 represent the sound. Okay. So this is simple. Next one, 桶. Now 桶 is a 桶 is a 桶 is a section of thick bamboo. Okay. So basically it's the the bamboo, the big bamboo, a section of the bamboo, right? The bamboo is interesting that in the middle is a hollow, and then there's sections that and divide these hollow sections. Okay, and so this is a 桶 is actually referring to bamboos, these bamboo sections. Okay, that's the original, very original meaning. Now, of course, later on they were referring to anything resembling that as a 桶. Okay, for example, like let's see what is 相关词语. Okay, like for example, 信筒. 信筒 that means those round round mailbox. They call it 信筒. Okay. For example, 电筒. 电筒 means battery powered flashlight. Okay, because it's round, the shape looks like those bamboo sections, so they call it 电筒. Okay, so you can see that later on they actually refer to anything that is resembling that bamboo section. Okay, so let's take a look at the character. You can see goes with the bamboo radical on the top, and then the 桶 桶 on the bottom. Okay, now this 桶 mean 桶 is the simplification of 洞. Simplification of 洞. Now 洞 means a hollow cave, right? A hollow cave. So put this together, which means that this is bamboo, and in the middle is hollow. Okay, so which means 竹筒, a bamboo section. All right, next one. 处. 处 means stand tall and upright. Okay, 处, stand tall and upright. Okay, so this character usually is referring to mountains or very high buildings. Okay, 矗立. 矗立, that's the 矗立. Okay, so that's the common word with this character. Okay, 处. Now, it's also very easy to make sense of it. Okay, so because it has it made out of three characters, which is 直. 直 means standing tall and upright. Okay, 直, standing upright. So now this one, it got three of them stacking together. So you can see, and this must be something very tall and standing upright. Okay, so referring to high mountains and skyscrapers, things like that. Okay, 处. Next one. 约. Now 约 is means say or call. It's actually just means 说 in modern term. Okay, it's the exact same meaning, but in ancient times, that's what they use. So when they say somebody say, they will say somebody 约. Okay, so So basically, that's now this character is also very easy to make sense of it. You can see that basically it's a picture of open mouth, okay, and is talking, okay. Um, so it's a mouse, and then there's a little stroke on the top, okay, and that little stroke means something out of mouth, which means the sound people are saying something going out of mouth, okay. So it's very easy. Next one, song. Now song means deaf, okay. Means first meaning is means deaf, okay. Deaf, cannot hear, okay. That's the original meaning. All right. Now you is a verb, which means which means lofty and towering. So like a 矗立, it's very high, rises, very tall, outstanding, something like that. Okay, 耸. Okay, so that's the meaning. Okay, so this one goes with 虫. So you see the original character has a 虫 on the top, okay, and then ear on the bottom. Now this 虫 has the meaning of following, okay, following, okay. So this is trying to say like the deaf people, because they cannot hear, oftentimes they cannot speak, because they never hear people speak, so they cannot learn how to speak. So because of that, so when they communicate, the most approach they use is by hand postures, and body language, try to mimic what other people is doing, and then try to make other people to understand what they want. And so that's why they has the character of 虫 on the top, okay, which means following, okay. Next one, 翼. 翼 means towering, firm, okay. So this is again, this is referring to mountains mostly, because it has the mountain radical on the left, okay. And so this is like referring to something standing tall and firm, okay. So goes with the 起 character on the right. Now 起, the original meaning of this 起 means steams, okay, means moisture, means like a cloudy cloud, fog, that kind of thing, okay, moisture in the air. That's the original meaning. And so this means put them together means that the mountain is so tall that those clouds and fogs kind of surrounding its top, okay. So you can imagine how tall those mountains are, okay. So this is the 翼. Next one, 怎. 怎 is a question word, okay, used to form a question. So means in English means why or how or what, okay, or what. 怎么, why, how, what, okay. So exactly which one, then you have to go with the context and to know exactly which one, okay. 怎么, 怎样, 怎么样. And so let's take a look at the characters. So this one goes with the 乍 on the top and then heart on the bottom, okay. And 乍, 乍 means all of a sudden, okay, all of a sudden. And so so this is okay, this is also an interesting case, now like why, how, and the stuff, right? This is a question. Okay, it's a question. It's a question need to be answered. Now, this is type of thing that's abstract, right? How you can use a solid thing like a character, okay, a solid form, actual um, actual physical form to represent a kind of abstract concept. Okay, so here's what they did. So 乍 means all of a sudden. So means that okay, so something that happens all of a sudden. Okay, all of a sudden. Now, when those things happen, what is your first reaction? Your person's first reaction will be what, right? How, right? What the heck, right? Okay, so immediately in their mind it will come a question, right? And so that's how they make this character, all right, to represent that kind of abstract meaning. Next one, m. M is a suffix of some words, like 什么, 怎么, 多么, and so so this is it's just a suffix. It does not really mean anything. Okay, so it I think it does not have any firm meanings. Okay, you add it there. I think you added there. You can change the feeling of the sentence and change the feeling of what you're trying to say. Okay, so that's m. Okay. Right. So this one now in the traditional characters, this one goes with ma, and then on the bottom is mo. Mo. Now, more on the bottom, it looks like a small bundle of strings of threads. Okay, so to mean small things, fine things. Okay, ma, of course, that's representing the sound. Okay, and so this is trying to say that this is not really a big deal. This is small things, just add it at the end of things. Okay, this is what we're trying to say here. Next one, 稀. Now she means bright, clear, distinct, white. Okay, so clear, white, very distinct. You can see it clearly. No ambiguity. Okay, so this is called 稀. Also, when you referring to people's people's countenance, and that means fair skinned. Okay, so skin's fair and white. It's called 稀. For example, 白皙. 白皙, that's the 白皙 is it's an adjective to describe a person with a fair skinned tone. Okay, 皙. Let's take a look at that. So this one goes with the bug radical. Okay, bug radical, and 皙 on the right. Now 皙has the meaning of 分析. 皙means that you break things apart, because this thing 皙, you can see that it goes with the wood and a axe. So axe is to break wood into pieces, right? So 皙has the meaning of break it off, right? Now this one, wait a minute. I think this thing is wrong. This is that's the 皙. I'm sorry. This is it linked to the wrong character for etymology. Okay, sorry. So this one, the one we talk about has the sun radical. Okay, sun radical, and then 皙 on the right. Okay, now sun, under the sun, which is very bright, and then 皙 means break apart, so separate things apart. So a lot of time when you try to analyze things, right, you have to break things into pieces and examine each individual pieces. And then, well, under the bright sunlight, then you can see everything clearly. And so that's what they're trying to say here. Okay, bright, clear, and distinct. Okay, see. Next one. 咋 咋. Now this one also means why and how. Okay, 咋了 why and how. This is now this is used dialect. Okay, colloquial dialect. 你咋不去啊? Why are you not going? Okay, and so now this one has quite many different pronunciations. 啧舌. 啧 means 咬 咬 means bite. Bite like 啧指 that means 咬舌咬 you biting your nails. Okay. 啧 and then next pronunciation is 炸 炸舌 for example 炸舌 炸 means be left breathless. It just in a shock. Okay, in a shock. This shock could be any kind of shock. Okay, put you in a state of either being very fearful or being very confused or being anything that just means that your the shock is so big that you become speechless and breathless. Okay, this is called 炸 the common word is 炸舌 next one is 喳 喳 means shout blusteringly. Okay, that means 咋呼 咋呼 just shout like it's very noisy and loud and showing off, brag about things is called 咋 咋呼 咋呼呼 咋呼 okay. So next one 府 府 means it's actually the original meaning is the side pole of a cart. Okay, side pole of of the now 府 this it's the 横木 it's so let's see if I can find a picture of this. If we can find a picture, that would be very helpful. Looks like no. It's not. It's let me try to do this one. 车辅 辅车相依 I guess this is probably that's the very closest you can think. I don't know. It's basically it's some kind of I can't find a picture of this thing. Maybe here, this guy. Where's that picture? Okay, so this is the it's the horizontal bar that they're attached to the wheel of the cart so that they can carry heavier things. So that's what it is. Okay, so this is a fool. Okay, anyway, I can't find a picture. And so because the function of that piece is basically in a function of helper, assistant, things like that, and so they use this character to refer to that kind of function, for person, for organization, things like that. Okay, and also for the position in the government, assistant, okay, helper, assistant. Okay, it's called a fu. You also see used as a verb, has the meaning of assist, guard, protest, capture, catch, things like that. Okay, so there's a fu. So take a look at that. So goes with the cart radical on the left and the fu on the right. Now fu has meaning of handsome man. Okay, handsome man. Now handsome man has has nice body, nice builds, and so this is trying to say this is with this device will make the cart, make the chariot, better looking and better capable. Okay, so this is fu. Next one. 左. Now 左 has also the meaning of assist. Okay, advise, assist, and so 辅佐 then becomes a 辅佐 becomes a word which means to assist. Okay, and let's say character. So this one goes with the person radical and the 左 on the right. Now this 左 its meaning actually is help. Okay, meaning is help. 左 所以走左膀右臂左膀右臂. So this is it's interesting that in Chinese there's another character called 右 which means there's a person radical on the left and then the character 右 on the right. Okay, and so this is there's an idiom in Chinese called 左膀右臂 which is in English is the left hand and the right hand. Okay, so left hand man and right hand man. Okay, that's what they mean. And so both are means helper and assistant. Okay, 左 答 答 means reply, answer, or reciprocate. Okay, so this is 答. Now 答 let's take a look at it. So it goes with the grass radical on the top, and okay, and then 和 和 on the bottom. Okay, and now so this one 从和 so this character actually originally means means those bamboo ropes. So means those ropes that is braided together with bamboo strips. Okay, that's the original meaning when they built this character. Okay, and but somehow that they later on has the meaning of answer or response or reciprocate. Okay, next one has a second pronunciation of 答. Now 答 means 答应 means reply, means answer, or means agree. Okay, 答理 that means respond. Okay, 爱答不理 that means it's they don't like to respond. Okay, 答. Next one, 翼. Now this 翼 means flying. Okay, means flying. It also means it really means the means the flying. How do I say? Means 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 the way the thing flies. Okay, means the way things flies. And so basically, it's referring to flying. Okay, called 翼. Now, it's a common usage is 翌日 or 翌年. That means next. That means next day or next year. Okay, next year, next day. Okay, use it as a verb. This one has the meaning of 辅佐, but assistant. But this one is actually because of is again, people write it wrong too many times, because this 翼 is actually means the wind. Okay, the wind, that character has the meaning of assistant. Okay, and so because people use this character instead too many times, so this character get that assistant meaning as well. Okay, okay, and so this is E. Let's take a look at that character. So this one, you can see, does not have etymology. Okay, and so this one goes with like the a standing radical, and then 羽 means feather. Okay, two pieces of feather. So that, which means the character itself means feather of a bird. Okay, and so put them together is really saying that this is you can see that this is the way of flying, or you can see that this is two wings. Wing helps birds fly, so help, I guess, use this character. You can represent, help people accomplish things, assist in some way. Okay, and let's go back, take a look at the sentences. So 迸卫机统，处曰耸翼，怎么西诈，辅佐达意。So this sort of makes sense, these sentences. Okay, yeah, so 迸卫机统, that means, this is a 机统就是 pump, right? Pump is called 机统. 机统 means that because this 统, right, the pump always had this cylinder thing, right? And then you going back and forth, right? When you're going back and forth, it will make the sound when the liquid comes out. So they call it 机统, 迸卫机统. 处曰耸翼, 处 means standing tall and upright, and so that means 耸翼. So 耸翼 basically means the same thing, right? 怎么西诈, 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 就西诈就是 that means 你怎么样, how can you express yourself clearly? That's what it means. 辅佐达意, 辅佐达意. So, well, somebody will help you to answer, okay? And so that's the 辅佐达意. Okay, so these things are not really so important, because this is kind of completely made up. They don't represent common usage of words or things like that. Some of them are, but a lot of them are not. Okay, they try to put them together to make sense, and without repeating, so you can read them, study them effectively. Okay, so this is for today's lesson. Thank you. Bye bye.